Hey y'all, good people. Welcome back to another edition of Colorful Convo. Can you believe we on episode 10? Y'all
That's
muted
right.
like
That's right. That's right. That's right.
We dope like that.
what's going on, fellas?
You got it.
What it do?
I feel terrible.
Mm.
I feel
What's
horrible.
wrong?
Oh,
I have a performance coming up, and so I've been taking these detox pills, and me and the restroom are one. I feel horrible.
You know it's funny. I ate some beef tongue for Taco
Hey,
Tuesday,
Auntie.
and I'm
Hey,
kind of on the
Doctor.
same thing.
You detoxing too?
No, beef tongue is not agreeing with my digestive tract.
You just one with the restroom.
hey man,
You
hold
heard
on,
what?
man. You say you ate beef tongue?
You know he eat out like country.
It's
Uh,
not country. It's actually Hispanic. It's Lincoln or something like that.
it sound like some bullshit to me.
Right, but you got to
Hey,
figure
your stomach said the same shit.
it's
Right.
matter of fact, my stomach has been talking shit. There you
Right.
go.
Why would you eat a tongue? Ew. Oh
Nasty.
Lord, we can't ask Mark that right now. You
Yeah,
see, he already
nasty.
gearing up for the BS.
It's not.
Nasty.
It's listen. The truth is this: when I die and I'm resting in whatever I'm in, if I have dreams, I'm gonna remember all the wild stuff I did while I'm sitting there and be like, "Man, I remember that time I ate beef tongue. And you remember the first time you ate chitlins or cow brains and eggs?
Ew, no, I'm not eating none of that.
That's disgusting. Hey, don't, let's not
I
talk
Listen,
ain't
about that
eating
because I'm
no
about to go get
animal
me some
spit.
food. I don't want you to
Period.
gross me out before I go eat.
you ain't eating no animal spit except for you eat cow milk, titties, milk
I
from
do
the cow.
not. I do not.
I don't. I don't. So I'm
Okay,
not talking to
uh,
I
you.
drink almond milk.
Right. Me too.
now when y'all
Yeah, it's
was
been
babies, y'all
years since
drank
I drank
animal
that
milk.
pus juice.
That's when we was babies.
Get
What is
him
that?
out of the clothes.
We don't do
Child.
things as a child
He's
no
up
more.
there. He's
I know I
definitely
don't
up
do things
there.
as a child. I do things that grown-ups do. So I eat a lot of different things.
I feel it.
Child.
To each his own. To each his own. So
He said, I
what's up, E?
sure
What's
do
going on with
drink
you?
cow
Besides your
milk.
stomach,
Nasty.
besides your stomach
Don't
being
get him started, Haka, please.
besides you being your stomach, how's everything else?
Cow mucus is good as you
Oh my
right.
God, y'all making me sick.
Cow
Listen, I got
mucus,
a
goat
question. I got a question.
mucus.
I got a question. I got a question. Speaking of sick, a lot of people out here in these streets are saying that Scottie Pippen's ex-wife Larsa is sick for now being with Michael Jordan's son. What do y'all think about it as fellas and sports fans? Like, does it matter that she watched him grow up? Does it matter that Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan are not cool? Like, does it matter? Or is she clout chasing? Like, what y'all think as men?
Well,
Shit,
I watched
shit,
the
shit.
inner. Go ahead, Polo.
No, I just think this shit. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it. They grown.
What? I'm surprised.
She's grown. He's grown. And doing what grown. Who had her before? Somebody else just had her before, so it ain't even Future had her. I mean,
I think it was
couple.
Tristan. She messed with Tristan too.
She messed with Tristan. She messed with Future. She messed with somebody else too. It was
Did she mess with
Malik.
Future?
Yeah, she used to mess with Future. That's
So
why he said
so
yes.
so
They
from
all
the
mess with
under
each other at this point.
so from the understanding for real, when she's younger than Scotty, so she didn't grow up with. She ain't like they're not all the same age, from my
Right,
understanding.
right.
And the other thing is, this ain't Michael Jordan's like the one. This is like his other son, or like they ain't cool. Him, I mean, it ain't like she grew up like baby and Michael Jordan and like groomed him and waited until he was older. You know what I'm saying?
That what they trying to say? That
I mean,
she
it ain't no
That's what
difference between it ain't no difference to what these women do when they hit these younger men. It ain't no difference. It's them being a cougar. It ain't nothing different.
and the
I think
thing
they
is,
people problem is that Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen aren't cool with each other. So it's like she trying
So
to take
what?
a
What they got
dig
to
at
do with their
him.
kids?
Huh?
Nah. I said I don't feel like that way. I feel like for real. I mean, what does that got to do with them? My a lot of parents ain't cool with each other. Don't mean that I can't
That's
mess
what
with
I was
they.
thinking. She a damn Lord.
Yeah, that don't
but
mean
they
nothing to
all
me.
Lord. The thing is this. Here's the thing, and this is, and I don't believe it. Michael Jordan and Scotty was okay when they was on the team. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like, and that was you talking back in 1996. That's years and years. That's almost what? Almost 30 years ago. 30 years ago, things is a lot different.
I think that it
And
just hits a little different right now because the women are watching her on Real Housewives of Miami. And so she's talking about how he won't sign the papers. I think he just now signed the papers and like he was dragging the divorce and he still want to be with her. And I feel like the women are looking at it as that aspect because Scotty and Michael Jordan supposedly not cool. So it's like she trying to throw shots at him or
man,
take digs or whatever.
but here's the other part. Here's the other part. When it's over, it's over. I don't care what you think, what you want.
Yeah, like I said.
When it's over, it's over.
Like I
So
said, she been sleeping with a couple dudes, and it's been over with them. She been sleeping with. She was sleeping with the man. She did some one of the
Um,
who was it, man? She was sleeping with. She been
I know
passed
for a fact that
around.
she was
So
messing with
oh,
Tristan, because her and the Kardashians had got into it for a while.
man,
yeah, she messed with a
I ain't
couple. I
know
think his
about
name was
Future.
Malik something. I forget what his name. Yeah, she smashed a feature. He talked about it in a song in the Gucci flip flops.
right.
It's behind
And
me.
the thing
Yeah.
is that and the thing is this, they just started dating. It ain't like they've been, it's not like it's been going on. They got spotted uh for Valentine's Day, and then all of a sudden now you know what I'm saying? That's
Well, you know
all
what kills
she
me?
was.
Like, we really care about who messes with who. Like, who? Why is that even? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't even. They both adults. They both. You know what I mean? It ain't like he's young and she's so much older than him. There's not that much of an age difference between them two, right?
It's 16 years.
Oh shit, man!
Right.
Damn,
That's what
she
I'm
got 16
saying.
years. Oh, damn.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm
I
saying,
don't know.
They were saying that she did
They-
know when he was a little kid.
yeah, but she didn't. That's what I'm saying,
yeah,
though. Okay.
she grown now though. I mean, he grown
Yeah,
now.
bruh. Look, back in the day, Raven Simone was That's So Raven. Now That's So Raven could get raved on. I'm saying we see it. We also have to look at the element of these are human
She
beings
like women.
finding love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you find in love, so what if yeah, I don't care. I wouldn't care. Now, if it was like his a kid, one of his kids that he had with another woman, that would be some foul stuff. But to date somebody that it ain't like they blood related, they just happen to be cool. Now, if she would have dated Michael Jordan, that might be some BS. But she dating, something removed, and it's not like Michael was like, hey son, go over there and date Scottie Pippen's ex so I could get even with her. I mean, I think it's too much.
That's just media being, media
Right.
putting something in
That's
there.
us being overstimulated with other people's lives. Like we got
Exactly.
we got real stuff. We got the ex-president sleeping with stars and paying hush money. You know what I'm
So
saying?
speaking of overstimulation, you were speaking of
We oversex.
females in social media, right?
Right. We oversex social media. We are socially oversexed. And then as a socially oversexed society, we like, even going back to Larissa, she said that her and Scotty would do it 4 times a night.
Larsa.
Larsa Pippen said she would do it 4 times a night for 23 years.
That's why
Man,
she needed a young boy.
right. He done built up. Now I'm just saying this. Even if he was doing it 15 minutes each 4 times, that's still an hour. You talking about she got 365 hours on her times 23 years. And I'm me, because I'm a math person. I want y'all to understand what that means. Well, whether she lying or not, it's enough for me to say I'm saying 365 times 23 years. She got 8,395 hours on that cooch.
Man, you crazy, boy.
That's
You
prostitution
crazy. You
numbers.
just you
That's
crazy, man.
prostitution. She
I'm
got
just saying, like this.
she got
Really,
some
to me, in
miles.
my opinion, I mean, if that's what drive his boat, and he want to mess with her. I don't think media. I don't think the people should care, and I don't think the people should care if. She's 16 years old. It ain't like he's a child. He's an adult, so
Right.
he should be able to make his own decisions, and you know what I mean. Nobody saying nothing about Madonna messing with. She's older than her. All her dudes.
Nick
Nobody
Cannon
ever
and
questions
Mariah
her.
Carey.
Yeah, like nobody says nothing about that.
I don't think it was that. I don't remember anybody mentioning the age other than you know
Uh,
them saying she watched him grow up. I think the main problem the people had was the fact that I guess they want Scotty and Michael Jordan to be sworn arch enemies till the death.
Okay,
yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's
let's put
bull
some
crap.
real numbers to it. Let's put some real numbers to it. She's 16 years older than him. He's 32, which would make her 48. That ain't that bad. Is it?
No, I don't
I
think
don't
so.
really care. I just
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
wanted to
just
think
know
so.
what
saying,
y'all thought as men because I've been hearing all
nah.
these females talk about it. I ain't really hearing no
What are
nigga
the women saying?
perspective.
What are women saying about it? The women saying that she's wrong for it.
Yeah, basically saying like she cloud chasing, she's trying to hurt Scotty. Cause you gotta remember
So
she's
what's the
on the
cougar?
show right now talking bad
Reckless.
about Scotty.
But
So
but
what's the
here's
cougar?
8 years as a cougar. But here's a question. Here's the
You
better
talking about
question
some
about being
eight.
eight. You know,
She's
they say
past the
8 to 9
cougar,
years
huh?
makes you.
She's a mink,
She's a Black Panther.
a Black Panther. Yeah, she's something.
It don't even
No,
go.
I'll say
It don't
Pink
even
Panther
roar. It go.
before Black Panther.
It's got a little cigarette puff. But here's
Yeah,
here's the
yeah.
here's the thing that I think again this falls into a double standard because I would sure have a problem with Scotty dating Michael Jordan's 32-year-old daughter.
Mm.
Exactly.
I would
It
have
was flipped on a man. If it
listen.
was on a man's side, he'd be dirty old
Well,
man.
they just said that she's another Lori, and nobody had a problem with Lori being with Puff Daddy. That's about the same, ain't it?
That's what I'm
Yep,
saying. You
that's what I'm
okay?
saying.
If we want to say that, ain't that Dame Dash and Aaliyah?
Or Jay-Z and Aaliyah, or R. Kelly and Aaliyah.
Well, Jay-Z
Yeah.
didn't really get. Jay-Z was mad because
Damn,
really
Leah
he
was
didn't get
getting
a chance.
passed around
She
like
did
that.
mess with him first. She did mess with him first.
Right, but even that's what I'm saying. But here's the other
Or
thing.
Beyonce and Jay-Z shit. They still got a problem with that.
Right, this is a celebrity circle. If the truth
They
is, if
all
any,
doing each other. Period.
the
Yeah.
problem is you can't do a nobody, and you can't do a somebody.
Because if you do a nobody, you're gonna end up like Mary J. Blige and old boy, because she gonna be paying his bills for the rest of his life.
Right. So
Don't Halle Berry have to pay somebody spousal support too? I think she got to pay somebody too.
like
And
Jay-Z
Sherry
said,
Shepherd.
No, Eric Benet. She had to pay
Eric
Eric Benet.
Benet, and
Yeah,
that's
and
what
Sherry
Jay-Z
Shepherd got
said.
to pay her ex-husband. So it's crazy
Ain't
out
that what
here.
Jigga said? Don't ever go Eric Benet. Don't lose the baddest girl.
I don't
Don't ever
know.
go
Yeah.
Eric Benet. You can't lose the. Here's the problem. Here and the flip side to this is, I just want somebody to come up on the panel who has a problem with it, and I want them to talk good about their ex.
What's a bad damn time? It's been a lifetime. Shit.
But I'm saying, who gonna talk good about their ex? So her dog and her ex is the same thing. I mean, the thing is, we want people to be. I don't
If
know
you
what we
fully
want
healed,
people
you
to be.
don't care about what your ex got going
Nah,
on.
nah. I'm fully healed now. I'll tell you some. I'll drag you through the mud. You did me
But
dirty.
why?
Are you serious?
I'm just saying.
I know you're not serious. I know you're not. I know we not saying why do don't none of us know Donald and we talk about him. That's when we talk about society. We believe in free speech and freedom of opinions and that's what's got us half the place where we are now is because we believe that we free.
He gonna
Like
come back on the technicality.
you said, right? He gonna be like she missed the payment in 83.
Yeah.
But okay, so here's the thing. I just watched a video of these two girls sucking on a hot dog and they just doing the most. Why are we so oversexed? Why did you see the video?
A glizzy. No.
It's I wish I could get it to you so you could put it up here. The video
They
is
ain't putting
so
that up here.
you got it, but we overstimulated. Everything we talk about is sex. It's like that's the only thing we know in this society.
Because he is Mark. Oh.
It's not me. I didn't make it. I didn't make the video. You just scroll through your Insta and all you see is half naked women talk about something. I can't wait for there's a lady. I won't mention her, but she has a show. Her show is KK Show, the KK Show. And
she was short down Haka. She says I'm pure.
Yeah, she pure.
She don't talk about it.
She pure.
I don't think he was in here today. But yes, Haka is pure. But listen though, these females wouldn't do all this stuff that they doing if it wasn't made acceptable by men and the women that love the women doing it. If it wasn't so celebrated, they wouldn't be doing it. Not at the rate that they doing it. They're doing it because people want to see it.
No, the problem. So here's the thing. I think, and this is me. I'm just gonna speak for me and the people who think like me. I think society has pushed it on us, so we just be like, "Oh, it's okay. If it's okay for them to do it, it's okay for us to do it." I think that's how it's getting out.
You said the same thing I said in different words. If it wasn't made acceptable, people wouldn't be doing it. Period. No matter who accepted it, it's acceptable now at this point. If it was still being reprimanded at a certain point, or people still felt like it took your value down, you would check yourself before you did it.
No, the way men be talking about the way women dressing and all of that.
Haka said, so you didn't like it, Mark?
Not at all. Not at all. Because to me is here's the thing. I think we've come to a place where we have a double standard. I could be out half naked, but treat me like a queen. Queens don't go out half naked. No claps, no amens.
You know
I
how
agree with you on that.
you know how I feel about it. Like I think
I,
it's beyond crazy the things that are going on social media. And I think it's crazy the amount of now I do believe in freedom of speech. You feel me? But like as far as these parents just handing phones and tablets and computers over to these kids, knowing there's no type of really security and stuff. Like you can put these little weak ass parental controls on shit, but kids are smart. They're not stupid. They can get right
right.
through that shit. I just think that it's crazy how it's just so easily accessible. So you really need to be a parent. We really need to be women. Like I
Right.
don't feel that you can like you can, but don't be upset when somebody has something to say about it or they look at you a certain way. But people do walk around half naked and be like, I'm
And they got
this
their
or
little
I'm at
girls
this type of
twerking and
standard.
stuff. They got little girls having twerk contests, and that's what I'm saying. It's too much.
Hey man, hey, the funniest is watching the moms taking their kids to school,
You
and you like,
Mary, you keep putting yourself in this envelope. We not listen, it's a different envelope. Sorry, Polo, hold on. Because Anisi always trying to insert herself into this envelope. You are different. You are married. You can basically do whatever you want to. Because at the end of the day, you going home to your man who love and honor you. We talk about these single females out here that's saying they want a certain type of man, yet they carry themselves in a way that this certain type of man that they feel like they deserve don't want.
And hold up, before you go real quick, Polo, I'm gonna just slap Aunt Niecy's hand just a little bit. That's what we mean by the good girls are standing too close to the hoes. You done already done what it required to secure it. So now you can go dress and do the way you want. When women see that, they be like, oh, well,
Now
Niecy
that's
got
just
this,
stupid.
and this. And so I can stand next to him and stuff. Yeah,
That's stupid.
it's too right. There's another one. The dude says, what's the craziest thing you done in 2022? And the girl said, we had a sixsome. She said, and so she explained it. And then he said, what you want to do? What you want to try in 2023? She said a sevensome. I'm like, this is the same
Were
dudes.
these women in this video, what ethnicity were they?
They were Ethiopian.
This is crazy. This is just stupid.
Because our women, our younger women have started making you make yourselves nothing more than African. You make yourselves a sexual poster, and then you say, why do men talk down to us? Why do men talk? And then so you have one woman, you ain't never been in a train.
Have you ever ran train on a girl?
When I
yeah,
was ignorant.
Well,
When I didn't understand how
I think that's something you do when you're
demoralizing it
younger.
was. You said what?
I said, I think that's something you experimented and you deal with when you're younger. When you
I
get
Yeah,
call
grown,
bullshit because I ain't experiment with no trains when I was younger.
right. But what I'm saying is you do it and then you do it. And it could be it's fun. But then
No,
when you realize later
negative.
in life that girl might have been going through low self-esteem and she gave it up. That girl might have been
oh
doing
man,
it
well,
to
I don't
feel.
think that.
Well,
Nah,
I
see,
do.
man.
I mean, but that's
So
the
so
only
you
reason why.
hold on, man. So you, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at you. What you
No,
saying is you go back. You say
if I
you go back and you think like, dang, she had a low self esteem because she ran a train. Nah, she might have just wanted two men.
okay,
A
what I'm
train
saying.
is more than two.
Nah, it's
No, okay.
just
I
Here's
thought
what
well,
a
I'm
I'm
just
train
saying.
was
saying.
like 5 or 6.
Nah. I mean, that's a that's
Two
an
is
extended
just a
train.
threesome.
Right, a
That's an
threesome. You're
extended
talking
train.
it. So a train is when me and the crew and she let us smash. The point.
That's a train.
The point. Do I want my daughters to get a?
Watch this answer. Oh my God, he finna piss us off. Go ahead with this answer.
I'm finna piss you off.
If she wanted to.
As long
Man,
as
who
it's
wants their daughter to get?
That's
who wants
the answers that he give us on this motherfucker.
Man, I mean, come on, man. I mean, what answer? What answer you be like? Yeah, I want my daughter to get a train ran on her. No.
Here's the thing, because I also believe in sex. That's what I'm saying. Here's where I think the conflict is. I think there are some people out there who are just actually built like that, and it's an art for them. The
built
other
like
people,
what?
Sex workers.
Nigga, the question was.
I read the question and I said, as long as she's healthy, her state of mind is healthy if she do it. Long as she doing it because she wants to try it. Long as she ain't like doing it to try to.
Hey man, you got a daughter too, don't you?
2 daughters.
2.
Yeah, man, you tripping.
No, tripping. I'm not.
Man, he's tripping at me. Social media, he's tripping. Talking about he don't care if his daughter get a train ran on her.
I don't care. I didn't say I don't.
What'd you say? You're okay with your daughter getting a train ran on her? Well, she wanted it.
If she's in a healthy environment.
What type of healthy environment could ever be present for a train to be ran on you?
Hey, if you take her to a 3-star room, 3 or 4-star room, she's in a healthy environment, huh?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm saying a healthy mental state. What I'm saying is, listen to what I'm saying. There are people who want to try. So it's like saying, would I be okay if my daughter's experience bisexuality? If that's where they cognitively,
I feel like that's a little slightly different than a train being ran on you.
I feel like it's a sexual choice. You can get as wild as you want sexually, as long as it's healthy, is what I'm saying.
Goodness.
I know.
Hey, I got a daughter, and I'll tell you this: my daughter's 26. My daughter's 26 years old, and I hope that she would never, ever put herself in that position.
Never.
As a woman, I hope she wouldn't do that.
You the one who just said that we was what did you say? Overstimulated. Right. If that's not overstimulation. Right.
So, listen to what I'm saying. So I think if she has a phase where she says, I don't be wild, I respect her doing it healthy. What I don't expect her, what I'm saying is unhealthy, is if a man says, oh, you love, like the song say, I get her and then I pass her to the crew. Long as she's not doing it to fit in, long as she's not doing it to build up her self-esteem, long as to me, it's got to be a healthy want for sex, as opposed to I heard such and such says she did this and I'm gonna try it. There's healthy ways to be wild, is what I'm saying. There's unhealthy ways to be wild, but there's healthy ways to be wild.
I would like to know. I would like to know what our panel thinks about what he just said.
I can't agree at all. I cannot.
I would like the women. I would like the women to chime in on that, since somebody asked the question, would they like their daughter?
Okay, so here's the reason. Let me say this, because I'm not.
We got the reason. We hear you.
No, we understand. What I'm saying, you want her in a safe place. Take her to a place that she feels safe, and as long as she wants to do it.
Polo, not a
FBI
safe house. I'm saying.
I don't feel like there's no type of healthy environment or healthy mindset.
So then what did Polo just say just a second ago? What if she wanted, so there's girls back then who just actually want to try that. Is she healthy, or is that unrealistic?
It's unrealistic for me. I'm sorry.
Right, but what I'm saying is
never thought about
the same way there's guys who want 2 girls. Is it unhealthy for women to want 2 guys?
A train is not 2 guys.
Okay, it is
3 guys.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not. 2 guys is a threesome. A train is 5, 6, 7 people.
I mean,
that's a gangbang.
Which is a train. Period. It depends on who's naming the shit. Okay. It's a train.
Okay. What I'm saying
However
is,
you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm cool on all of that shit.
You get the concept.
I ain't never wanted to do none of that.
What I'm saying is, I don't want her to be forced into it or abused if she decides, if she did something like that. Would I want it to be her regular lifestyle? Not at all. Would I tell her to deny the experience if that's where she felt she was going to get it? Not at all. The problem, that's what I'm saying, to me, is balance. Try some shit, try some stuff that you may like and go with it. Or try some stuff you don't like. There's women out there, and this is where I think our society needs a healthy conversation, because I think there are women out there who are just going to be adult stars, and they're good at it. Their life is at it. And while, that's, as a part of our society, we frown on them, it's still a part of art. It's still a part of society that we enjoy. At the same time, I don't think that little girls who are getting trafficked and getting pimped and doing stuff like that should be in that. So I think that the problem is, in everything, there's a good side to it and there's an exploited side to it.
I definitely think that. I definitely think social media has changed the shape of how women should carry themselves. I definitely think that social media has done that.
Because, all right, if y'all think about it, Vanessa, back in the day, it was kind of taboo to be a star. Now everybody got an OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to do it. Give me 1 second. My computer gonna die. It want me to hold up. Let me plug this up.
I think that social media be doing way too much.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like back in the day, I think it was just a lot better, because you didn't have that much access to a person. Like, you have access to a person, but it wasn't like this. Like, you had to wait till you can catch a ride, or you had to drive over to her house. You had to talk to her on the phone for a while. You know what I'm saying? It's just not as simple as it is right now, where you can just, before you even know the girl's name, you can have the whole shot. And, you know what I mean? It's just not out there like how.
Remember 1-900 numbers and the 1-900 numbers?
Yeah.
So we had to. It was coming. It was coming.
Nah. But even with the 9-109 numbers, like, it was, even with them, it was something that was just like you said, like a little taboo thing. But now it's just common for you to have a picture of a woman. You have a picture of a woman private parts, and not even know that woman. And you can just say, send me a picture, and you can get the whole download before you even touch it.
Right. You could definitely get a DP before you get a name. And so I think that's what I'm saying. I think we're over sexualized to the point where unhealthy things are happening. And this is a part of what I think the closet did for the communities, was it kept you from being judged. There's a lot of women out there who were doing a lot of different things, like a lot of different things. And we would never know, because, it wasn't televised or it wasn't virtual. Like, we wouldn't have known Lauren London, Laura Harvey slept with as many people as we did. We'd have had to read Jet Magazine, Beauty of the Week, before we found out who she was with. Now, all you got to do, you ain't even got to be looking for it. It's going to come to you. So I think the social media is definitely the overstimulus, plus videos. Off Glass, Trina, Adina Howard, 2 Live Crew, they made that stuff seem like, you wasn't getting down unless you was getting down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And here's the hypocrisy where I was saying is, I've done it. So because I've done it, it would be I think it's unfair when parents do some wild stuff and then tell their kids not to do it. I think parents should give their kids the ins and outs of doing it before they decide to do it. And then if they're gonna do it, it's like, all right, I done told you. Like all our parents told us, don't have kids before we married and stuff. We was like, oh, whatever. We end up with kids, and now we sitting up here talking about some. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking
about. Thank you, Haka.
I agree. What's our girl? It's $1 billion industry, so
it's very artistic. Now it depends on who the individuals are. It's very artistic.
Anybody want some salt and pepper?
Very artistic.
Right. There's
especially the men because we very visual. So yeah, it's very artistic.
90% of the stimulus to it is because it's art. You see a woman in a bikini drop it low, do a double split, and put her legs behind her head. You like, man, she's creative. What do you call that position? Child support. I mean,
I'll tell you this: the first time I went to
Jesus, help us out.
First time I went to Louisville, we went to the strip club, and that was the first time I ever seen a woman put like the fire inside of her and shoot it out, or have another girl shoot it out, put the fire out. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I seen it, I thought that was very artistic. I said, man,
the first time you saw a fire crotch?
And another, like two, like one had fire, the other one was putting it out with her squirt. So it was just like back and forth. So she was spit out the fire and the other one put it out. That shit was that I'm not gonna lie, that to me it was like
the first time I went to a strip club in Atlanta, and the girl went to the top of the pole and dropped 12 feet out the air into a full split and right on the ground. I'm like, well, that's athletic. I'm saying that's
very artistic.
Where's Haka other here we go.
No, see, and okay, that's what I'm saying is there are some people who want to experience stuff. And I think that's the thing is this, and that's what I think safety is. I think some people drink because they got pains, and I think some people drink because they like the taste. Both people can become alcoholics, but one of them did it in a more healthy way. And that's what I'm saying.
Man, I was with him to heat, man, and boy, you some shit.
So you don't know? Wait a second. So you don't know nobody who just drinks pain away?
Oh my God! But it's just like we be on the journey, and then we be having to abort the mission because.
How do you have to? What I'm saying is both can end up unhealthy. Both people can do something, but one does it in a safer place than the other. That's in everything. But you know, I'm really neutral about it. I don't
I want to experience life. I want to have a great time doing it, but I don't want to have no two men at the same time. I just don't.
But what I'm saying do.
I've heard them say that, but I just nah. Mm-mm.
Right. So is it unhealthy because they do? Long as
it's a preference.
So what am I saying different? Long as it's her preference is what I'm saying. Long as it's not forced on her.
Appreciate you, Bob.
As long as it's not forced on her or she's made to or manipulated or, you know, something like that into it, then I'm good with it. I'm good with a lot of bad decisions as long as they're your bad decisions. Right.
I just cannot.
So here's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I'm gonna say it this way to the.
I hear what you're saying. We all hear what you're saying.
I'm saying if it was forced on you, I'd be mad for you. If it was forced on you, I would be mad for you.
We get it. We not.
We understand. Yeah, we understand what you're saying, but at the same time, man,
Is that a
I
word
think
I'm
it's
supposed to use? Shit, I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. Would you rather it be your daughter's choice or did somebody take it from your daughter? I'd rather it be her choice.
I'd rather neither one of those options. I'd rather my daughter
See how we
be.
always add I didn't have no other
I
options
don't
to the
give a
question.
damn. That's
I,
definitely an option in this house. I don't give a fuck. No, sir.
you don't have no options.
Yeah, I know. I don't follow
that
the rules anyway.
that belongs to me until you die. So you better not give it away ever. Plain and simple.
No, I would never talk to my daughter like that. I've been in that position. Y'all know that I'm a preacher's daughter. So I was faced with unrealistic proposals. So I'm not going to do that to my child. I'm going to be honest and talk to her about it. Like, and then, you know, when she gets of age, if she makes those decisions, then that's on her. But it's not going to be she's out in the cold, in the dark, and don't know what's up. Like, ain't no way I'm going to ever say that's cool with me. Ever. Not finna act like that's gonna be cool with me.
But if it happens, you're gonna be cool with it.
No, I'm not gonna be cool with it.
That's what you
I'm
just
absolutely
basically
not
what
gonna
you
be cool
just
with it.
said. I'm not gonna tell her go do it, but if she do it, then I ain't gonna leave her
I'm
out there.
absolutely not gonna be cool with it. And she's definitely not gonna be in my house doing that.
Dang. And to me, and for me as a parent, if you out there like that, I'm at least make sure you come home at night and you don't feel
No, you
shunned
grown
out.
enough to have 7 niggas. You grown enough to be out there with them 7 niggas.
Nah, bring your tail home.
No.
Because next thing I know, now I drive down the street and I see you on the corner because they done turned you out. No.
You the one told her it was okay to go out there. That's the whole fucking point.
I did not. I said as long as she makes the choice on healthy reasons.
Okay, to do it. You keep with these word semantics.
It's not.
At the end of the day, you gave her the green light, period.
No
matter how you formed the sentence, it was a green light there.
I disagree. I slightly disagree.
You said, long as she's making the choice and it's her choice and nobody's taking it from her, it's a green light. You said that. We can play it back.
We can play right, and I'm not. That's not a green light. I'm saying
it's a green light.
That's not saying a green
light.
Hey,
y'all in the chat, did he not give a green light? Let me know in the chat. Did he give a green light? Because I heard green light.
No, it's not a green.
What's up, Polo? Was it a green light?
It was a green light.
It was a green damn light. Like what?
It's a yellow light.
No.
It is a green light is saying
now he want to put his traffic vest on.
It's a green light is saying go do X, Y, and Z. A yellow light is like I'm neither against it nor for it.
Ciao. Y'all see what we have to deal with these colors?
It's what the color of the conversation right now is yellow. You saying yours is you're not finna tell me I said go do it.
The people heard it. The people heard it.
The people heard it, but they also heard me give a yellow light disclaimer.
No, nigga, no.
Yes, nigga, yes. What I'm saying is,
what you eating over there, Polo?
Beef tongue.
Oh Lord.
Man, I done came over to Rob Dolt's food truck and got some salmon and macaroni, cheese, and yams.
Oh.
Can we get to the yams?
Sweet yams.
Depends on what yams y'all talking about because
both.
Y'all just a mess over here. If you are new to ColorFullConvo, conversations like this are had all the time right here on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. If you would like the unfiltered version, because yes, it gets way more nittier and grittier on Uncut. And the link to the Uncut is in the description and it's also flashing across the bottom of the screen. So we really appreciate you guys being here. Yeah. You never know what you're going to get over here.
I think the thing is, I don't have the double standard that most men have when it comes to sex. I think the problem is, and one of the conversations I would love to have is what happens when women want it more than men do, because men think they want it all the time, but it's not exclusive to men. I think women want it equally as much. And so when we meet women who are freaky and sexual and have a high sexual appetite, we tend to look down on them, or we tend to have this, oh, women shouldn't be like that. And I don't think it is. I think sex is, and sexual activity has a freedom, but we give this proclivity to it that it should only come from men. And that's where my neutrality comes from. I think women are equally get horny, equally want, to get it on, get it rocked out. And so
I feel like there's no problem with wanting to have sex. The problem comes where nobody is vetting who they're having sex with. Nobody is taking the time to get to know the person who's inserting themselves into them. Nobody is taking responsibility for what happens after the sex. Like, that's the problem. Sex ain't the problem. Mine as well, Haka. Both my parents. What's healthy about fucking seven niggas?
I think sex is the problem. I think it depends on the quality of the sex.
Just can't talk about it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think
it depends on the quality of the sex, because someone that has good sex, right? So,
well, of course, we're not talking about trash, sir.
No, but what I'm saying is but that separates the two.
But what I'm saying is, okay. So I feel like most people get in trouble because, okay, say I'm going to use myself for example, because y'all know I can't think for nobody but myself. So growing up, being a preacher's child, you're made to think when these natural urges that you're going to have, because you're a fucking human, when you have these urges, you're evil. You're going to hell. You're nasty.
You got to pray that out of you.
But they don't explain to you how to handle them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the problem, because sex is not the problem. Now, you're talking about trash sex. Okay, that's a whole different animal. But I mean, just the act of sex, like the problems come in because everything was so taboo, not talked about, not explained, not accepted. You know what I'm saying?
You all right?
Boy, excuse me. Go ahead.
He was thinking about that bad sex.
Yes, right. Or he was choking on some good sex.
No bad sex. I definitely won't think about no bad sex. It ain't been nothing but good sex.
The fuck?
No. It been nothing but good sex around here.
And see, and when it comes to taboo,
slipping the man under his breath.
Don't
worry about it.
I said what?
I had my nigga back, because you be saying some shit.
I said, or he was thinking about some good sex.
No, just not what you said, but it's okay.
I said he was coughing.
We just gonna leave it alone. And if my guy catch it on the replay, I'm gonna have his back to you too.
Wait a second. You know I don't give care about what Mark talking about.
he can't be eating the bad.
Yes, Haka. Yes. Because it will always be a double standard. Like, the double standard is not going nowhere.
Right, but
I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a double standard.
I don't.
I'm not gonna. I do, and I'm not scared of married, and I don't care that I do have a double standard, because I'm gonna tell you one double standard I have.
Yes, I agree.
When I'm single,
you're not doing
having multiple. No, what I'm saying, when I'm single, having multiple sex, like having like threesomes is fun. But if I'm in a relationship, do I want to have do I want my woman to be in a threesome? No, I don't. And it's just that's my opinion. And this is coming from a man who's been married and in that lifestyle from before. So I would never want to be.
Was a swinger?
Yeah, I was a swinger.
Lord.
Yeah,
see, now there's the other problem, because see, I've been in a lifestyle 15 years, and I totally believe I would go for a polyamorous or a throuple type relationship. I think the problem is it's hard for men to have the idea, open up the idea that she wants the exact same things I want. And then you got to be willing to accept what you're putting out there. And I think that's where the mental stability and all of that comes in for me. If you are mentally stable enough to do, and to, even when you learn from the taboos and separate what's taboo from natural, I think when you get healthy enough to have healthy sex, I think then you do the things you're saying, E, when you vet the person and you see what they like and you're willing to have the conversations. But I think that comes from having healthy sexual dialogue and having parents and people in your life who
But
are
that's what I'm
open to,
saying. Society these days don't do that. Like a nigga be
right,
like, I don't want her to have my kids, but you're having sex with her, but she ain't
right.
gonna have my kids, but you're having sex with her. Like, make it make sense. Like, this shit is
Or like
dumb.
dudes who don't go down. Like dudes who be like, I'll let a girl go down on me, but I ain't going down on her. I'm like, nah,
I
bro,
don't know about none of that. No.
you
That's just childish behavior.
see, right. That's what I'm saying. But to me, there's a double standard in that.
That's just childish behavior.
That's double standards. I think, bro,
But
it's
I
good
do
to,
got double standards, and I stand on it, and I don't have no problem on standing on it. I don't care who agrees or who doesn't, because it's my life, and I'm doing what I want to do. But in
He
certain areas,
told y'all.
I got double standards, and that's just how it is. Like, no, I wouldn't want my actual wife to be in partake of that. But
hold on, Polo,
as a
hold
single
on.
person, I'm cool with that.
Hold on, Polo. You gotta. The judge has spoken. That's a decree. My boy was like, I got double standards, and forget you if you don't like it. And to me, I don't have a. I think the
I feel
double
like
standard.
everybody got those standards of some sort.
Nah, I don't.
I
My
do.
double standard is don't do any. If you want two women, be okay if your woman come back to you and want two men. My double standard
And
is
I'm
don't.
not. And I'm not. And that's what, and I'm telling you, I have a double standard. And everybody's not going to agree with me. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool.
I'm with that. But
We just missed the
but for
boat.
me, if my girl wanted that, that's what I'm giving her, because I'm okay with that. I'm okay with, but that's me.
I mean, and I respect that. If you like, I just don't understand it. But you know, I've been in the lifestyle for a long period of time, and I understand. Well, I have been. Let me clear that up right now.
You
I'm not.
graduated.
Had
You
been.
graduated.
Yeah, I have been.
Can we get a
Make sure. Let me make sure I make that clear, because I
disclaimer?
don't want nobody listeners to be thinking like, "Oh, he's still nah." That's something that I've
We need
protected
the
in the
disclaimer.
past.
There we go.
Right. There we go. Yeah. So as of now, my mindset is a different place. So like, I think there's some things you just have to graduate from. Like some people, you know, is they something they wanted to do, and once they do it, it's not something that is appealing to them anymore. You know what I mean? It's like I already conquered that. I'm cool on that.
And
It's like doing your fantasy. It's like doing your fantasy. You reach your fantasy. You're like, you know what? I thought that was all that, and it was normal.
trash.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's
What
just
about
like,
these people who live every day in a fantasy?
Oh no, I think that's beautiful, because
I don't.
I think that's beautiful. If you can turn your fantasy into a normalcy, then I think that's, to me, the goal is to find where you fit. So if for me going to the 5th floor is too much, but you can live on the 6th floor, live on the 6th floor, buddy. You ain't got to never worry about me coming and knock on the door. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, the reason why I say that is because most people that live in normally in that kind of world don't have a touch of reality. They're always in a dream world, and it's like you have to be able to realize, no, this reality is you can dream all you want, but the reality is you don't get up, if you don't get up to go to work, you ain't gonna make it there. You know what
But
I
let
mean?
me ask you
So
a question, Polo. Here's a question. Here's my question. It's not their world. Is it not their goal to live their dream, even if it's a fallacy to us?
yeah, I think so, because it becomes at that point is an unrealistic. Like I could understand if you were you were putting things to it motion to make those dreams come true. but to constantly be dreaming and not understanding in reality you losing, to me is a big problem. And I see a lot of people doing that. A lot of people like have these big things, but then don't do anything to walk in them.
Yeah, I don't care about that. That's what I and I'm not saying I don't care about that. After I've given you my point, if you keep doing it, I'm cool with. I have learned. I've grown to this point now where if
I agree with that. I'm just saying that a lot of people. I agree with
like
exactly what you're
Dennis
saying. Is like,
Rodman,
but
I'm
it, to
okay
me,
with
it's
him
like
dressing like a girl.
you're not even like that's not. There's not something that you're really gonna do. You could talk this game. It's like more of a you're talking your way into something, but you're not doing nothing to even make that action.
Well, see, I think the other part to that is when I was 18, I talked into the game that I was going to have sex every day. And now that I'm 45, I realize that that's not a goal that I really,
Right.
I want to go to sleep some days. I don't care. I don't want none tonight. That you can go, you do whatever you got to do. If you go come get my bed, I think the only thing for me is I don't want to hear about it. I don't want you coming home and say, guess what this man did tonight? I don't want to hear about it. Go do whatever you got to do. But for me, keep my peace. And so I think the fantasy for me was, I'm not.
Boy, hold on. So hold on. Let me tie this back up. So you said as long as you don't have to hear about it.
Wait a minute. I do not want to have this conversation over again with this man. Everybody on this segment know that this nigga is crazy and that he okay with never having sex again in life if he don't have it. And that if a girl cheat on him, that she needs to just cheating and not tell him. We heard this all before.
It's not cheating if I know.
That's what you heard what I said. You don't want to know, and she can do whatever she want to do.
No, I'm saying I don't want to hear about the escapade. I don't want to hear that.
You don't want to know, and she can do whatever she want to do.
No, I want to know that you're doing it. I just don't want to hear the details of what you're doing.
Oh my God. I wish I had the videos queued up so I could just push.
So if you don't want to hear the details, my question is, are you really cool with it?
Yes, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I just don't want to. Okay. It's like, I know here's the thing. I know that. So when you're in the dating game, you meet people and you say, are you single? You got anybody? And she says, no.
Listen, ladies, Mark is okay with you doing your thing. Just don't tell him about it. Because but if you have 6 or more acres, he will come and put it down if need be. We know this about you, Mark. We know.
The thing is, the problem is this. First of all, a nigga.
His name was Mark.
I know y'all say that. The problem is, while we all say we
ain't no nigga never told me I could fuck with another nigga. Never.
I know, right? But here's the problem, and this is just me. This is me bringing another part to the conversation. And men say that, and you can't do this, and they cheating the whole time. So the problem is,
not on me, maybe on them.
Okay, not on you. They're not cheating on you. Nobody gets cheated on except for when you getting cheated on, or when you cheating on somebody, you doing the exact same thing you don't want. I never cheated. Okay, and I'm proud.
But we know that you're okay with being cheated on. Don't put everybody in your envelope.
Cheating is when you do it behind my back. I want to know you're doing it. That way I got to at least.
You can't have it both ways. You just say you don't want to know, but you want to know.
I don't want to know the details.
The details.
So you just want her to say, hey, I'm going to go fuck. See you later.
Yeah. Okay, here's the problem.
Now, my question to you is on this. So would you be faithful to a woman who told you this?
I would be committed. I might be doing the same thing. Here's the thing: is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. So long as you be able to do your same thing, you cool with that.
We got to be honest because
so you can go back to her and say, yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Me personally, man, I wish my girlfriend would. I wish, man, if you do that, you might as well just go ahead and leave me out of it.
Be single, right? They just what the fuck? Be friends.
I might already
Y'all
got the
not
acres.
committed. You talking about committed?
I
That's not
might got
committed.
the acres. I might got to stay committed for the
Oh
acres.
my God.
The point there's a lot of people who live. Let me say this: there's a lot of people who live in open relationships and don't know they living in open relationships. So the point.
This comment.
So the point is, if at least all I'm saying is this, because before we say that's crazy, the first thing is at least I got the honesty out my person. Because I'd rather you tell me you doing something than to find out in the streets you doing something.
No, I'd rather be with somebody who only wants to be with me, period.
We all would rather that.
See, I kind of agree with him on that. We all rather the person want to be with you, but realistically, that person is still a human. And they're still gonna have
that's what y'all think. That's what y'all think. I hate that y'all have dealt with that in life. My parents have been committed before I was here. They still committed now. They ain't no cheating, ain't no outside kids, none of that. Okay. So it's possible. Y'all be putting wait a minute. Y'all be putting this picture out here like it's not possible. It's very much so possible.
And I still believe
put the picture out there.
And all I'm saying is,
I bet you
believe your dad still believe other women are cute, and I bet you believe that your mom still believe other men are cute, and she still are attracted to other men. Maybe she's committed, but she still might be attracted.
Don't put that on my parents. We're not going to do that ever.
Man, so you're saying that I'm human?
We're not going to do that ever.
So you're saying that you just lock in on one person. You're just locking on one person, and nobody else is attractive. Nobody else is attractive.
We can talk about somebody else, but we're gonna move on from those two.
All right. I'm just saying, human. Man, we all human, man.
So everybody other than TheeEnicole and her family experienced this.
Right.
My parents good. They're loyal, and we're not gonna do that. So sorry that I don't feel like it's possible, but it definitely
doesn't mean that you're still not turned on by somebody else. Doesn't mean you're still not have just like when you said those feelings that you had.
No, when you're with somebody, you're into somebody, you're loyal to somebody. Other people is not going to do it for you. They're not going to do nothing for you.
No,
they're not going to do nothing for you.
So you trying to say that your mom don't think Malika Yoba is somebody that's attractive?
I'm sure she does not.
What is this I'm wearing right here, Polo?
You're denying cap.
No, that's what y'all feel about yourself. I can't put y'all opinion and y'all feelings on somebody else. And y'all can laugh how y'all want to. Y'all can't put y'all opinions and y'all feelings on somebody else, period.
We're not putting our feelings on your feelings.
You are, and you're making it a fucking joke, and it's not funny.
We're saying that's cap.
Period. To you, not to them. So you can't do that. You can say, okay, that's different from how I feel. Cool. But you're not going to make somebody else's reality some bullshit because you don't agree with it. Period. It's been a lot of things on this episode that I don't agree with y'all about. I might be like, oh, that's crazy, but I can't say that you're lying because that's how you feel about the situation. I think the shit he said about his daughter in this train is absurd. I don't agree with it, but that's how he feel.
I think so too.
So what I said is what I said. There's no way around it.
I mean, but you're taking out the human form out of it.
No, I'm not. It's the level of commitment and love for somebody. Those two only have eyes for each other, period. And if you never experienced it, then you've never experienced it. But it is what it is.
Okay. I'm sorry that you got your feelings because we were talking.
I'm not in my feelings. It's facts.
You definitely are in your feelings about
No, I'm not. I'm standing up for what I know to be true.
I'm just saying.
You're not going to talk me out of it or laugh me away like it's not true.
Let's take your parents out of it. Let's just take anybody else.
Please do. Thanks.
Humans are
not all humans. Some people are loyal. Like y'all just writing off loyalty
because you find somebody attractive. Why you keep saying attractiveness?
Because we were talking about cheating. We're not talking about y'all like to take apples and oranges so much. We were talking about cheating and stepping outside of your relationship. We were not talking about finding somebody attractive. We were talking about actually stepping out and fucking somebody else. That's what we were talking about.
Mark, is that what I said? That's not what I said.
He said. That's what we were talking about.
No, it's not what he said.
And the people in the chat have been going right along with this conversation and understand that we were talking about having sex.
I don't see them saying that. What I said to you is we're all humans. You're still going to find somebody attractive. I'm not saying that you're going to cheat on them. I never said that. That's
No,
something
I
that you
didn't
just
say
ran
you
off on.
did. I said that's what we were talking about with Mark. That's what Mark was talking about.
No,
That
Mark
he
was
just,
not.
that
Mark
he
said
said he wants to know if they're having sex with somebody else. He just doesn't want to know the details.
Right. So what I said was, I said all of us are going to do something. I just want the honesty about it.
And I simply said some people don't do that, and y'all jump down my damn throat, and it's facts.
No,
some people don't feel that way. Everybody don't feel that way. Period.
Well, listen. I guess what we're saying. This is what I'm saying. If there's an honesty where my partner,
I heard what you're saying and I comprehend it all. I'm just saying that there are people on the other side of the tracks who don't feel that way.
I didn't say everybody cheats.
Right.
Y'all are arguing with me and saying that. I heard everything you said. I comprehended everything you said. Cool. But there's people on the other side that don't do that and don't feel that way. Period. I didn't say you were wrong. I just simply said there are other people that exist that don't do that. Period.
Listen to what so I'm gonna say this and
do it again.
I'm gonna do it again. So what I said was,
like we stupid. We don't understand English.
So what I'm saying is,
you are listening to it though.
I am. I heard exactly what he said every 16th time he said it.
So did I say I want the person to cheat, or do I want them to tell me?
Lord Jesus, I heard all of that, and all I said was there are people on the other side of the tracks that don't do that. Period. They don't want to be cheated on, and they don't want to allow somebody to cheat. It's all I said.
So they tell person, "Hey, I was going to cheat, so I'm gonna break up with you. I'm going out."
Or I don't know why you're trying to talk me out of what I said. What I said is what I said. You said you're cool with that, and I said there are some people in life that are not, and they don't live like that. I'm cool with
somebody telling me. That's what I said. But we've gotten past that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh wait.
A dude that really fuck with a woman ain't gonna cheat on her. Period. Damn. They want everybody to cheat.
Who is they? First of all, let's clear this up.
Both of y'all. They might love her, but they gon' because they are human.
When you play back this tape, tell me where I said everybody cheats.
Nobody. See that's what I'm saying.
When you go back and look at this tape, let me know where I said everybody cheats.
That's all I was saying, y'all. Thank y'all, because they don't listen to me.
We didn't say everybody cheats.
We didn't say that. You created that narrative.
No, I simply just stated a fact, and y'all jumped down my throat because it opposed the thing. But I just was talking to the other side of the conversation. Period.
Okay.
We gotta have somebody that represents everybody, and y'all represent the people who is okay with the cheating. And,
we're not okay.
You know,
nobody has said that.
Okay. That's what I said. Nobody.
He said he's okay with being notified of the cheatation.
I'm being okay with notified.
When did Polo say that? When did Polo say that?
I'm talking about Mark.
Okay, because you just said y'all, and I just want to know.
But you did also say they're human, so you don't think that she want to get down with New York undercover?
No, what I said was, do you not find? I said all people are human. I said, and she still is human, so she's still gonna find other people attractive. I'm not saying.
Setting us up.
Man, whoever that is, I don't know who that is to keep talking. If she's strictly going out, she's tripping. Nobody said that. Hey, man, I think that might be you on your other account, man.
No, what the fuck?
I think that's
know Haka. Don't do Haka like that. Don't do Haka like that.
I don't know, man. Bring her on here then.
Haka is pure. Haka, let them know, Haka.
Put her on here then. Don't ghost right.
At church, she cannot join right now.
Okay, Twitter. She got the Twitter finger. She got the Twitter finger. She can get online.
Oh my God, my stomach hurt. Y'all know Haka is the real person. Don't do that.
Man, I don't know that. I think that might be another account you got going on.
Never.
Right. You over here giving
That's
yourself
our
high
best friend or
five.
something, man. You
Never.
done told like, look, listen, girl, look, listen,
Period. Let them know.
we gotta get
And
them.
she's a beautiful person too. Y'all just don't like
Right.
our values because y'all got double standards.
We don't
I
have I
got
don't
double
have a double
standards. I
standard.
agree with it. I do. I agree with it. I do. I do. I got double
I don't have
standards,
a
and
double standard. I just want
I
to know
do.
the truth. Give me honesty, and then everything's equal with honesty. And that's all I've said the whole time.
Well,
You
I ain't
hear
cool with no
cheating.
woman cheating on me. I'm not
I
cool
didn't
with
say
that. Me personally.
I said
I
I'm
just
cool
said
if I
me.
know.
If you know, yeah, and I'm cool with it. I don't care if you know. You tell me, then you just not. We not it for
Right.
each other.
Because the problem is this. So here's the thing is you're not cool with knowing, but if you don't know, you really not cool with it.
So if I ever find out, you just better keep it where I never know. Because if I ever find out, it's a wrap.
See that. So listen to what that's the problem I have. That's the
I mean,
problem
that's
I
out of
have.
sight. That's like you can't. I can't be worried about something that I don't know nothing about. Now, if I know something about, and if I find out, that's a whole different story. But if I don't know,
So
how can I be?
here's the question. So herein lies where my question or where my thoughts stem from. I'd rather know and be able to make a decision than
If
not
that's
know and
your,
be making all of these.
I mean,
It's
I
the honesty
understand that.
part.
I
It's
understand
the
that,
honesty
dog. And
part.
it's nothing. You don't have to justify your answer. That's cool. Whether you
No, I'm
know, I
saying
just say.
I'm
I
saying for
mean,
me, it's
personally,
not justifying. I'm saying I don't want to not know.
right. I understand that. However, what makes you feel better with knowing or not knowing, whatever. What
Mark
makes you
just
feel
wants you
better?
to come through with the 6+ acres, and he wants to know that you're cheating so that he can still do his thing.
Rather than give my life to 23 years, I was your lover and your secretary, and all the while you was loving somebody else. You right. Mark wants to know because he don't want to be making those songs. Ain't that right, Mary? We we would, some of us would just rather know, because finding out from the streets is much harder than knowing for yourself. I think we all felt a way for Will Smith but I think Will Smith kind of knew. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He had to know.
That was
But the
his
thing is,
son's best friend. He knew.
He knew before he walked down the damn aisle because she told him she didn't even want to walk down the damn aisle.
right. And so that's the thing. I think the problem is our society is okay with out of sight, out of mind. I'm not okay with out of sight, out of mind.
No, some people are. You keep on putting everybody in the same damn boat, and everybody ain't riding on that motherfucker together.
What part of the boat am
Boy,
I?
what you
Oh,
done did? What you done did to Eve, boy?
I'm just saying we have to be specific.
Hey,
Like
boy,
everybody not cool with that. Everybody not down with
what
that.
are you
And then I'm not
saying?
finna
That's
subscribe
not.
and say
hey,
that they are.
you
People
on his
are
ass, man.
I'm just
she
saying.
trying to say
Hey,
something that
I'm
she's
just
hey, you
saying.
on his ass, and then
so
you
so
try to
you
include me in on the tail end talking about y'all. Yeah, Chris ain't said nothing.
the
No, I
problem
ain't
is
talking
she's
about
saying
you, Polo.
Oh, okay.
Polo, and whether you can say y'all, but everybody wants to know. Nobody wants to be in the dark about what their partner's doing. But
Why
to
you
Right.
say
want to
you,
picture your woman with another man's peen in her mouth?
listen, you're missing the point. I want to know, even if it's not happening. I want to know. You are trying to say, oh, you just want to be cool. The thing is knowing. If you could absolutely know, then everybody would be trusted.
My
But
thing
because
is,
everybody,
what are you? Okay, what about that? So if you know, then you're satisfied with that, right? You don't
no,
care about the actual act. You know, you just as long
I
as you
need.
know you're
No,
cool with it.
that's the point I'm saying. Once I know what you're doing, I can know what I'm going to do. If I don't know, you got it.
Jesus
Let's
You
just say
Christ.
already know
three
what you're doing.
scenarios.
You gonna accept it.
No, that's not what I haven't. Here's the thing. Here's three things that happen. I'm with this chick and I'm in love. She got my kid. We building,
Mhm.
and I find out, dang, I don't know. I absolutely don't know nothing she doing. I'm
Right,
building, I'm being faithful, and then I come to find out she's been doing this for the last 10 years. I'm
right,
devastated.
right.
Then I got another chick. that I've been with, and she say, hey, I'm about to go do this, and I ain't into her at all. So I'm like, all right, cool, we done, we good. It depends on what I know and where I'm at. But if I don't know, what I don't want to do is be digging and investing and building with somebody and not knowing what they're doing. So knowing is the key to making whatever decision I'm going to make. But to say, oh, out of sight, out of mind, that's not good for me, because here it is. Now she done kept it from me. She real good at hiding it from me. And I've been building with her for years, and she been a whole wife to somebody else. No, I want to know. That's all I'm saying. Me knowing is the most important part of the relationship.
I understand that. I'm just, me personally, me on the other hand, I'll be tapping in, what are you looking for? Or what is it that either I'm not fulfilling or that you're looking for that you don't see whatever you looking for in me. So to me, if that's supposed to be your mate and that's supposed to be, your one that you caring about, some of those things that your partner are looking for, you're supposed to be, adhering to that and supplying that. And so if that's something that you can do that you maybe was not doing, then that's something that you need to tap in so that you don't have to, she don't have to fill that void somewhere else.
And to me, that's how relationships are maintained. Because if I find out that there's something I can't do and I'm not gonna ever do, then we split ways. But if she says you just was the same way, if I came to her and said I was doing this because you wasn't doing such, and she said, you know what, I'll work on that. I think that's how relationships work. It's not that I'm just, hey, come, go, there goes the dude right over there, go be with him, leave me alone. It's a part of communication that I think it's a healthy part, to where people don't talk to their mates and they just run out and cheat. So the conversation isn't Mark is just okay with it. Mark is okay with getting an honest person who is at least honest enough to tell me, hey, this is what I think I want to do. That right there, that's the person I can build with. If you can't come to me and tell me when you thinking that I'm not adequate enough, then why would I build with you anyway?
Yeah. And I think that's another thing with picking your picker, because a lot of times we're picking on different bases. Like, if you got to see what stage you are in life. My picker from 20 to 30 is a lot different from my picker at 40. So
Right.
my 20 picker wanted just nothing but a fat ass and a cute face. You know what I mean? But when I get older, you realize none of that is important opposed to the actual person. Can I live with this person? Can I see this person and trust them with the rest of my life? And I think once you get to that
for me, that
level,
was
then
honest.
so once you get to that level, then if you build with somebody, you guys should be on somewhat in the same page. So these conversations should be had. So in those processes of those conversations, then you should know where you guys stand at. You should know if this is something that she really wants or if this is something that she's maintaining for the right now.
Right. And I think as I gotten older, honesty became more important than a lot of the other stuff that I was doing. And so going from where I was to now, where it's saying, oh, let me get a person who's honest with me. That's where my picker is. Hey, would you tell me if you wanted to do something else? Yeah, I would do that. Why?
But here's another question. We always ask someone to be honest until they're brutally honest with us. And then are you able to handle that? Like, if a woman told you, yeah, man, like, seriously, like, I'm out tonight and I'm having a good time and I see somebody that I'm attracted to and I want to go holler at her. And she told you that, and you said, okay, I'm cool with that.
Mark has dropped off because the cap has been capped out. So,
hey, man, I just don't see that, man. My girl can come look at me and tell me, like, you know what, I think I'm going to go mess with what's called tonight. I'm going to be like, you better take everything in here. And y'all better go live with each other, and you ain't never come back over here.
and my bottom line is that yes, people are human, but once you get that connection and you build on the right foundation, you don't have eyes for nobody else, and that's just that. Like,
I know, I agree with that, and
it's
that's something.
possible, and it's
Yeah,
cool that you don't agree, but it's possible.
no, I agree with you. No, I said I
I
do agree with you.
don't agree.
No, I said I agree with you. I agree that
But
it should
it
be
takes
that,
work. Those are
yeah,
not those
and that's the part.
microwave
And that's
relationships.
the part that I'm saying, and that's the part where I'm saying that a lot of people fail at is the work behind that. I'm not saying that
Exactly.
those things are not possible. When you have two
Exactly.
individuals who are willing to have the same goals and they're working towards those same goals, the problem is a lot of times those
What's
goals
your question,
might be
Hunter?
stronger one.
I'm listening.
I'm saying a lot of the times those some of that diminishes. So a lot of times they don't keep up with the date nights and stuff to keep them to keep going on the work that puts behind that. So then when things build up, of course it's going to hit the fan. So you have to spend the time and you have to put the work in to even have those successful relationships.
Yeah. And I also feel that men and women cheat for different reasons.
Exactly. Yeah. And it actually is a mindset and what you are like. Yeah, because you could put a man in a room and he might not with 100 women, bad women. He and get that fulfilled nowhere else. Yes, he can get something sexually fulfilled, but the stuff behind that is way more and bigger than that.
For a woman, I think that's the case, Haka. I think men cheat for different reasons. But I feel like because you having a little technical difficulty too, Polo, your phone kind of breaking up. And Mark is gone. So I say let's put a bookmark in it, and I want to put a poll out for real. I want to know what is people's deal breakers. What are y'all deal breakers? And if you have cheated, why did you cheat? I want to know. In order to not do the same thing over, you got to know where you came from and why. So let's put a good old bookmark in it, and I will put the poll up. My panelists, they'll put the poll up as well. Mark is back, but we're putting a bookmark in it. Mark, we're gonna put a poll out. We're gonna ask the people what are their deal breakers, and if they cheated, why. So
Yeah, that's fair.
so we can kind of see like what's what. How can we do better? How can men and women meet each other in the middle? Like, what are things that we can work on both sides of the? Because it's really four. I don't even know. It's more than four categories at this point, ain't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so
LGBTQ.
much to right. No, you can't fuck.
Basically, I want to know what everybody's deal breakers are, and if you have cheated, what was the reason you cheated? Because everybody in the chat agrees that women and men cheat for different reasons. So we appreciate you guys being here. We'll see you guys same place, same time next week on Colorful Convo. Make sure that you follow both of my panelists. They're really, really dope. Mark can be found on the Brown Roots podcast. You guys check that out because he has really dope topics over there. Polo, you can catch him out and about. Who knows where
In
he
these
will
streets.
be. He's like Carmen Sandiego around this month. But we'll
We in
see
the
you guys
streets,
next
baby.
week.
We in the streets.
We're going to put the poll up. Please answer the poll because we're going to read your answers. We're going to read your answers and we're going to pick them apart. So, y'all have a blessed rest of y'all week and we'll catch y'all later.
Peace.